SEMA may have come and gone, but we're back to the grind out here in California. And although I may have missed 7 stock, I went over to Abel's, it's about 0.8 miles from my shop, just to visit and grab some money. For once, Abel was paying me for something. The day got 10 times crazier.
Easy. Good to go.
David's a little bit more, I say reserved. Him and I are cut from the same cloth, but he's definitely a little bit more careful when it comes to pushing to high power. For me, especially with the 3-rotor, I might as well just send it full speed. Let's go for it. Turn off all the fuel controls and crack an iron. But for David, he needs to check the compression first before we go any further.
Yeah, this one's a little higher, right?
Probably because it's cooling down.
Yep, same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay, straighten up. There you go. Okay. We'll put the stops on it, and then you can get out of it.
Just like every single one of my dynos, there's a lot of time spent getting the car ready for the dyno. And there's no exception here, especially considering how insane and unique this engine is. You can imagine the number of hours that I have of footage of the car idling, testing the tune, testing idle, going back, on, off. That's all part of the process of putting such a unique car on the dyno. Right now they've been working on timing. Timing's been very, very sensitive on this car, and it seems like it's giving them a little bit of trouble. Of course, if anybody can handle problems like this, it's Abel.
drawer?
So this goes back to center.
That was it?
Yep.
No
I think you went all the way over.
No, I didn't go all the way over.
Yeah.
The issue that just happened is that while Abel wasn't particularly used to this style of transmission, when you use the clutch, the dog ring can actually stay engaged in the previous gear. You move to the next one and the transmission's just all freaked out. The guys pulled the plate off of the transmission, pulled the gear, or pulled the dog back out, so now the car is basically in neutral again. Gonna clean off the bottle pan, and then go ahead and reseal it all back up and get back on the dyno.
Do what?
Just smear it on there, but.
You want some more of the bolts? Huh?
They're back in business. They got the fluid back in the transmission. And it is time to strap her back up. This thing just keeps sounding sexier and sexier. The first thing I want to tell everybody is that is a GT55 98mm turbo. The same turbo that I unveiled the 4-rotor with 2 years ago. That is absolute proof that even on David's motor, that thing has phenomenal response. For those of you that were making fun of the fact that that turbo will take forever to spool, you are absolutely dead wrong. Burnouts on the dyno.
Wow. Abel is the man, I'll tell you what.
This guy.
That is this guy right here.
Yeah.
This guy does? This guy.
Oh yeah.
You guys are awesome, man.
Good stuff, man.
Wow. Damn, 20 pounds boost. It's actually 2 psi less. It reads a little high.
The night went on so long that my original camera battery died and I didn't expect it to be even used that much. This car really performed well and made just shy of 1,000 horsepower. And that is not the limitation of the car. That was just where everybody agreed to stop before pushing any further. You know me, and I don't know my limits. David thankfully has a car that runs perfect. This thing kicks ass, and he can drive it off the dyno and onto the streets of Birmingham. Do bust the UE right at that intersection, look around, and then drive back. You'll hear, it'll be like this.
That's awesome.
The red Rams when you guys came up, put it on.
I haven't taken a shower in 2 days. SEMA's done and over, and here we are at 3, 4 in the morning, and my energy level has never been higher. The sounds of the 4-rotor are just intoxicating. It sounds like the 787, but modern. It sounds like it was more engineered, and oh my God, does it get me excited for what's next. It just kept pulling. Like you could put that turbo at easily 35 pounds, easy. It wouldn't even have a second's hesitation at putting 35 pounds on that turbo. There's just nothing stopping it.
Yep. Yep.
The excitement level is here is just nuts, even this late in the evening.